And then we also have a recycle program where we try and get people to donate their equipment that's no longer being used and then recycle it back into the system for other people to use.
With the refurbishment program, we will receive contact from a person or an organization who has computers to donate. If they fit the minimum requirements for us to be able to do a refurb on a computer, we will accept that, be it 1 computer or 100 computers. We take them in here at our office and our off-site storage facility, and we'll do an inventory on the devices to see, are they up to speed? Do they need hardware improvements? Will they run with the software we intend to install on them? Then we will bring back as many computers as we can work on at a time with our volunteer staff and begin the refurbishment process. And what that involves is first wiping any sensitive information that may have been left on the computer hard drives. Then we can begin rebuilding the computer, looking to see about RAM upgrades, hardware, hard drive upgrades. Once installed, then it's a matter of upgrades, installing a virus protection software, word processing software, and then providing this to the community of people with a disability.
If you're looking at medical equipment loans specifically and how many people we serve, it's around 10,000 individuals every year come in our doors and receive some type of service through our equipment loan programs. And those programs are here in the Twin Cities area. They're in Rochester, St. Cloud, and Wilmer.
Well, we do have a Computers Go Round program. It's a program where we recycle quality used computers to people with disabilities who reside in Minnesota. It's been fun to see what's happening with some of the people and some of the kids who get their computer, what they can do. But we're just seeing so much now, like even with the new iPad that's come out and some of the cell phone technology that's there for people who can access these devices.
They fill out a very simple application, either online or in paper, attach the necessary documents with that, come on in, and we do a computer exchange right there, training if necessary. They can take that computer home.
We do really try to educate our customers about the importance of returning the equipment so that it can be cleaned and repaired, and then another customer can continue to use that same piece of equipment. So we kind of organize our equipment in piles of tub seats, transfer benches. These are in the back what you call commodes, like basically bathroom equipment. So once we go through that and make our pile, then we have work tables where we have our work experience participants come in through our programs. This is a transfer bench example right here. So they'll take apart a transfer bench, take off the leg parts, the extended leg parts, let them soak in the cleaning disinfectant solution that we use. It's industrial strength, so it really does do that deep disinfectant. We do get questions from customers, well, is it really sanitized? And we do reassure them that it is truly sanitized because we do use the industrial strength cleaners and chemicals. And then, you know, we have them use hand drills to really take apart the nuts and bolts. Like, for example, this whole metal frame will be removed, and that way the plastic parts, all the parts will be really heavily, in-depthly cleaned. And our goal as a program and as a staff is to make sure that we refurbish it so it's in good, safe working order. We always want to make sure and reassure our customers that use our program that it's a safe piece of equipment that will hold their weight capacity and also serve their need. And there's 2 different models here. This is what we call the standard commode, and normally it would have like a bucket to go in there with it, and or it could be a bedside commode too. So that's the way. This is more of a portable toilet and or one that can go over the current existing toilet. And this is what we call a drop arm, which is really nice. So you push this lever, and that way these arm rails go down, so that way the person can slide in and out more easy to get on and off this commode. This is a nice bathroom equipment that fits over an existing toilet. People who are coming from like a hip surgery or knee surgery and they can't bend down if their toilet is super low, they can put this on their existing toilet, so that way they don't have to quite bend down quite as low or as high. Sometimes people really like the armrest, so that way it can kind of help them get on and off the toilet more for stability when they reach back to get on and off the toilet. Again, this is stabilized on the toilet, so this doesn't move once it's on the toilet. This clamps onto the wall of the bathtub, and that way the person can grab this handrail. This is attached and clamped onto the tub wall. They can get in and out and stepping over in and out of the bathroom. This is called what you call a reacher, and it's a really simple piece of equipment but very useful. Somebody who can't bend down quite as low can go and reach and grab a piece of sock or article of clothing.
One of the main things that we do fix and take care of is wheelchairs, which is a high volume item throughout the year. And there are some that come in as donations. As you can see, this is a donation. It's not one that we've had out before, obviously, because it's got some issues with it. And both by a torn seat here, and obviously the armrests are in pretty poor shape. Here's a different style chair completely, where it's got the swivel wheels in the back, which is unusual. We wouldn't do that either. And so we're grateful to the STAR organization that is able to supply us with some parts. Here's one that we have put a new seat on. With their help, we've been able to buy seats and backs, but in this case, we put a new seat on.
We take old computers and take out the good parts and upgrade them so it's a good working computer. What we do is we kill the hard drive, so that way there's no accessible information on there, so nobody can get in and get any personal or business information. We're also here for the training and show them how to use it. We don't just show them how to turn it on, turn it off. We show them what to do with it once it's on. So once I've done all the upgrades, then ask me a few more things. And then once we do the upgrades on the computer, the only way you can put it into permanent memory is you need to start it. It's another step to the possibility of getting a job, because what job is there now except for flipping hamburgers that you don't need to know how to use a computer?
Oh my gosh, we've accomplished so much with what we've done, and we've had people who've started their own business because of the computer. They can now stay home and accomplish some work-related things that they weren't able to do before. We've had a lot of classes on how to access computer, but not only that, but with the other STAR funding that we've been able to receive, you know, we look at all the accessibility issues to the computer, the adaptive switches, keyboards, software, everything that's out there, and there's so much out there today that's available for people with disabilities to help them access that. And you know, people can communicate with friends and family. They can do their shopping online. You know, they can read the daily paper online. They can arrange transportation. It really levels the field for people with disabilities, and I think it gives them so much more opportunity and independence in their lives.
And I'm able to say, been there, done that, because I have a disability also myself. But see, this way it's a nice for someone else to work on the computer and find out that disability is natural. They don't have to be isolated. There are many things you still can do with a disability.
We're working with a young woman now who has an inoperable brain tumor, and she's slowly losing function. She was a journalism major, and she's no longer able to be a student, but Matthew's been working with her to help her continue to access that computer. She's a writer, that's her life, and she wants to continue to do it as long as she can. So they've been working with a number of switches and devices to help her, because she has such limited motor function now that she can just barely tap the switch to use her computer, and yet it's creating so much more independence for her, and you know, increasing the quality of her life to be able to do what she really truly loves to do in actually these last months of her life.